All right, welcome back, guys, for another video from High Desert Outdoors. So here is kind of like an optional video from my other cleaning guide, or you could just use this on your own. So this here is going to be a video about how to disassemble your bolt carrier group on your AR-15. No tools necessary, anything like that. It's super easy. I'll go ahead and show you how to disassemble it as well as clean it and then reassemble it. Super easy, super fast. You don't need to clean it or lube it up every time you clean your AR. I do it maybe every 3 times. I clean my AR-15 and I clean all my guns every time I shoot it. So I guess you can say every time I take the AR, or every 3 times I take out my AR to the firing range is when I clean it. So this is how you start. So here we go. Here is going to be like a little pin. Sometimes it's hard to get with your nails. Oh, see, you just get it like that. If you don't have any nails, you can use some kind of other, I have a little pick here you can use to get in there, but usually you have nails, you can get it. So it's there. Let me actually get some kind of rag or something just to show you guys. So all the parts that I'll be using, or using to reassemble, I'll place on this rag over here. So once you do that, you want to get the actual firing pin out. It's going to be on the bottom, just through there if you can see it. It's going to be that right there. So same thing, you want to just use your nail. What I do is just use my nail and pull it through. And then you could reach from both ends of the bolt carrier group and pull it out. So here it is. Super dirty. Place that on the rag. And then on the top of the bolt carrier group, you're gonna find this, it's like a little, it's like a little pin, I guess you can call it. Looks like that. If you pull this out, it comes back in. If you push out, or sorry, if you push it in, it comes out. If you pull it, it goes back in. So anyway, you wanna push it in. And then what you wanna do is twist the actual bolt there so it lines up. Same thing, you want to use your fingernail to kind of get under it and push up. It should come loose just like that. There we go. And then this here should just pull right out. There we go. There it is. So that's literally all components of the bolt carrier group. You're gonna notice my hands are super dirty. I'm sure yours will be too. And now we gotta get to the fun part, cleaning. So most of what you see here is actually like carbon and copper. So you want to definitely get all that out. One thing you want to avoid when I start showing you how to lube stuff up is getting the firing pin wet. So you can see it's already wet from all of the residue, which is not good. You want to definitely get that dry and keep it dry. But yeah, I'll show you guys how to lube everything up, clean it up, and put it right back together. All right, guys, so here comes the cleaning part of the video. So as you can see, you can use some additives like this gum out. I mentioned before, some of this that you see here is actually a carbon buildup and copper buildup. Some of it you won't be able to remove with just simply wiping it off. Some of it's actually like compacted and hard stuck on there. Like if you can't tell, that there is all carbon and copper buildup, which you can't just exactly scratch off with your nail too easy. So I find using this helps. You just spray it on there and wipe it off. You let it sit for a little bit, do its thing. I won't be doing that in this video. I'm just gonna do a quick little wipe down. I don't recommend doing this every time you clean out your bolt carrier group. It's definitely not necessary. But yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and proceed. So I usually use some of these bigger patches, just some cheaper, bigger patches, just to help clean out some stuff. You want to grab a couple, and like I mentioned before, you want to make sure your firing pin is definitely all the way dry, and you don't want to loop this up at all. So you want to make sure you wipe that down real good. You get in that crease right there. And you get the little handle up here. So yeah, I just clean that out real good. And trust me, you don't need a crystal, clean. As you've seen, it gets super dirty as is, but cleaning it every once in a while does definitely help and reduce any problems in the future. As you can see, there's a little buildup here, which you can probably get out with this pick. You go and, file it till it's gone, but it's no big deal. So I usually leave it as is, so I put it down there. You definitely want to work on this little pin here. Make sure this is all cleaned up, and you definitely want to make sure this is all lubed up, because if this seizes, it makes your life a lot harder the next time you want to disassemble your bulk carrier group. So yeah, just a nice little wipe down will do. And then you want to get this little pin here, clean that up. What I like to do sometimes is just lay it across there. If you notice there's a hole on the pin. And then I get this pick and actually, where is it? There we go. Run it through. And that way I get on the inside of that hole there. Nothing major, but definitely helps. All right, we can put that over there. And so this one definitely gets dirty. So this is gonna take a nice little wipe down. This is what I usually end up spraying the gum out on. This has a lot of buildup on it. At least personally for mine, that's what ends up happening. You definitely want to get the face. Make sure there's nothing in there. That will definitely cause some issues. Yeah, just keep wiping it down. Get all this, you get the rings. And then I do the same as I did with the other pin for this. I just run that through and kind of just wiggle it around. Make sure to get every little bit you can. Like I said, it doesn't need to be crystal clean, but clean enough. So this here will do. Just throw it over there. Then you got this piece. So with this, it can definitely get a little more tricky. So what I usually want to end up focusing on is on the inside here. If you can see, I get the pinhole there. I get where the firing pin goes down there on both sides. So with that, it definitely does get a little challenging, but I use that same technique with the pick here. Stick it through with the flat side. And then it's gonna go to the other side, and I just usually bring it on through. So yeah, you're gonna just run it a couple times. I'm not gonna sit here and bore you guys, but yeah, you get the gist of it. You wanna clean that, you wanna clean this hole here where the pin goes, make sure nothing seizes up. And then here is how you actually lube everything back up and then put it all together. Alrighty guys, so here we go. Here we're gonna lube everything back up and then place it right back all together. So you wanna get your rem oil. I do the same thing as I do with almost everything on lubricate. I usually end up using a patch anyway. You wanna lube up this pin here. It makes it a lot easier to take it in and out. A little bit definitely does go a long way. So you just wanna run it lightly. You don't wanna get the lube out or anything, but you want a nice little coat on the outside. You want to get this pin, you want to lube that up a little bit. Just put a little drop. And then run it across. You do not want to lube up the firing pin. You want to keep this nice and dry. I've said it a couple times in the video. It's very important you do so. So I just leave that over there. And then this, you can actually lube pretty much everything except for the face. So what I usually do is, you want to get these rings, And then you want to get that hole there. And then I just use the same patch, kind of just wipe over everything and get a nice little light coat. There are videos where it says pretty much lube everything with as much as you can, but I've found that it's definitely not necessary. Just a little drops here and there does plenty fine for me. So just go like that, lube everything back up where it's nice and wet. So here we're gonna put everything back together. So you wanna start from where you ended up, I should say. So you wanna line up this piece here. There's a little hole with this area there, just like we did last time. Line it up just right. Then you want to place the pin. It should just drop right through. You see, now if it's not going to just drop down through, you're going to want to twist this group here to get to the other side of the hole. And now it should just drop right in easy. All right, here we go. No, it's on the wrong one. All right, there you go. So you gotta test for yourself, see which side is the right side. And then after that, if you notice this pin is going to be horizontal, you want to turn it vertical. And you want to make sure it is even and perpendicular with the entire mechanism here, because that's what's going to allow the firing pin to actually fall through. So you just want to stick from up here on down, and it should just drop right through. If it doesn't drop right through, it means that this here isn't lined up just right to allow the firing pin to go down. After you do that, you just take your pin that you started with, you want to stick it in there, just like that, and you just push it down. Sometimes it takes a little play. Or, you know, it really just depends sometimes on the actual hardware, but you want to make sure it goes all the way down. There you go. You want to make sure it's not sticking out or anything. Everything looks good. You can pull it in, push it in. It should be really easy. Everything's lubed up, everything's ready to go, everything's cleaned up. So yeah, guys, that's how you do it. Really easy, really simple. No special tools needed. I guess if you really want to, you can use the pick. It's not even necessary really though. If you want to just take it apart and clean it real quick, just wipe it down. But yeah, but that's it for now, guys. Please be sure to give us a like, comment, let us know what you thought about the video, and give us a subscribe as well. Thank you guys so much. Have a nice day.